It's rare to see a player have a huge impact no matter where he goes. You don't see it much or even at all, and maybe the best example is LeBron James. Wherever LeBron has went, he's created that media attention and brought the fan base with him. There is some other examples in some other sports, but basketball wise, that's the only good one. Even with players as popular as Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, we still don't see that effect. It's almost like a slight effect. There is the media attention, but not like LeBron. For the NBA though, it makes a lot of sense because a lot of people all over the world watch the NBA. With all that being said though, we have a player in high school basketball who's had and is currently having the same effect. And I like to call this the Mikey Williams effect. Let's throw it back to only a year ago when at this point in time, Mikey Williams was playing for San Ysidro in California. Let's just be honest, San Ysidro, nobody heard of this team before Mikey. If you was in the California area, I'm sure you've heard of them, but outside of that, nobody knew who they was. Things changed very quickly though, because when Mikey started to blow up, that school blew up and got a lot of recognition too. Immediately, everybody went to the Google searches and was searching up San Ysidro High School. And this wasn't because of some random reason, it was because of Mikey. He was the young star basketball player and he was trending all over the world. It doesn't just stop there though. See, some of you think the Mikey effect only extends to the high school, but it also extends down to his teammates. When you're playing with a big time player such as LeBron or Mikey, you're gonna get recognition. What do you know? That's exactly what happened for all the players on San Ysidro. I'm not gonna name all of them, but you understand that some of them were getting some attention. I'm not saying they didn't earn it themselves, all I'm saying is having Mikey on the team definitely helped. Flash forward in time though, he made a decision that shocked the world and he announced that he was going to transfer schools. When it was released to the public that he chose the school he was going to, everybody had the same reaction. And that reaction was, who the heck is Lake Norman Christian? Nobody outside of the North Carolina area knew who this school was. From a media standpoint, they were irrelevant. I'm not calling the program irrelevant, but from an attention standpoint. They weren't on ballislife, Overtime, or any of those Hoop Mixtape companies. Within the span of 24 hours though, they went from a nobody to a school that everyone was searching up on Google. It wasn't just Google, there was article after article after article written about them. Everybody was trying to figure out who is this school in North Carolina that Mikey's going to. And that right there is part of the Mikey effect. I'm glad he did go to a school that didn't get a lot of hype because now I can really vouch for him. If he would have went to an IMG Academy, Montverde, or Sierra Canyon, people wouldn't really believe this video. But with him going to this school in North Carolina, it just proves the point that it didn't matter where he would have went, that school would have got immediate attention. You get the point. Once he made the decision to transfer to Lake Norman, they got all the attention in the world. So let's talk about another key aspect because we still got a long ways to go. Once Mikey transferred there, they didn't just get Mikey. A lot of people forget to tell you that they got 4 other recruits to go with him. At the exact time when Mikey went there, they also picked up Trey Green, Joyful Hawkins, Riley Allen-Spatch, Jonathan Curtis, and AJ Allen-Spatch. I believe they also picked up 1 to 2 other players, but I couldn't confirm that, but I know they picked up 4 to 5. It doesn't matter if they picked up 4 to 5 players or 6 or 7. They got those players because Mikey went there. Maybe if they would have just got Trey Green, you could have said it was a coincidence, but when you get over 4 to 5 players, it's not a coincidence. Most people forget to mention too that Joyful Hawkins was a very talented 4-star recruit. All of those players transferring to Lake Norman, it wasn't by chance. It's the Mikey Williams effect. People want to play with him. Now, whether that's because they just want the clout and attention or they think he's a great teammate, I can't speak for that. It doesn't matter why they went there for one simple reason, and it was for Mikey. It really is crazy, and I hate to make this comparison, but you can compare what Mikey's doing in high school to what LeBron's doing in the NBA. Wherever LeBron goes, have you noticed that he always brings in or recruits 3 to 4 other role players? It's vice versa for Mikey, just at the high school level. He's doing the same thing. And oh yeah, how could I almost forget to mention that when he was at San Ysidro and almost played there again, he brought in one of his best friends known as Bryce Griggs, who is also a 5-star recruit. I can't believe I almost forgot to mention that, but that's also crazy. It's just another point to show you that wherever he goes, he's gonna bring in his recruits with him. So I do not want to see people talking about, oh, Lake Norman's coach brought them in, because no, that's not the case. Before Mikey even transferred to Lake Norman, he brought in Bryce Griggs all by himself. I know this one because my source is Bryce Griggs himself and he told me about it. And if you think I'm lying, only the OG viewers are going to remember this, but I predicted Bryce and Mikey teaming up almost 4 months before it happened. It wasn't even a prediction, quote unquote. Bryce told me it was going to happen. Anyways, that's besides the point. Maybe we'll make a video talking about that, but let's continue on. Back on topic with the players, I want to speak about this. Trey Green is a great basketball player. We all know this. He would have gotten D1 offers and been recruited without Mikey, but now look at what's happening. He's getting all that media attention from Mikey and he's playing good, so now the offers are pouring in. It's even gotten to the point where some people legitimately, and I don't think this is right, but some people think that Trey is better than Mikey. Personally, I think it is kind of absurd to say Trey's getting better than Mikey, because I don't think they're that close right now, but maybe in the future it could be. It's not a competition between these guys, and that's what separates them. They have one goal and one mission. They want to get the win, and they're doing a great job at doing that. Lake Norman has also shocked a couple top 25 teams this year, and they're exceeding expectations. Kinda similar to LeBron when he went to LA, nobody expected him to win the championship right off the bat, and that's what's happening with Mikey at Lake Norman. I wouldn't say Mikey's exceeding the expectations, but he's definitely living up to them and meeting them. People forget to mention that in the NBA, it's hard to convert over and get comfortable in a system within 1 year, but for high school, it's even more difficult. In the NBA, you're a grown man. You've played basketball longer and you're more mature. So for Mikey to go from California across the country to North Carolina and really not miss a beat at all, it's pretty insane. I understand basketball is basketball no matter where you play it, but it's still impressive. He came into a new system with a new coach and new teammates, and within 6 to 8 games, they started clicking. The only real legit question is, just how good can this team get? And just how much better can Mikey get himself, because he still has 2 years of high school basketball left. This may be corny, but the effect is in full effect. Nobody, and I mean nobody, knew who Lake Norman was. Nobody was typing their name into YouTube or Google before he went there. But now, it's the most talked about high school in basketball. Are they the best high school basketball team? No, not by any means, but it's the Mikey effect. When you got Mikey, you're going to be one of the top talked about teams. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in these next couple of years. Will he transfer again, or will he stick it out there? Last but not least too, remember how we talked about San Ysidro at the beginning of this video? Well, they're kind of irrelevant now. It goes to show you once again, it's the Mikey effect. Wherever he goes, he's going to bring that hype. And when he leaves, the hype leaves. I'm not just saying that. Think about it. When's the last time you heard someone bring up San Ysidro? It hasn't happened. It's just something to think about that I found really interesting. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section down below. But with all that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the channel, what are you doing? Join the family. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 100K. And leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.